I don't even know where I am up to these videos. It's been a long day, well, long afternoon should I say. So, you know I've done all this, so that's ready for the piece to go in. You know that's ready for the piece to go on, apart from making some lips there. I still haven't got this off. And, I'm going to have to cut all that out, I think. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this piece off. That's definitely going to have a repair section. It's really bad. Right, so let me show you this, so you know what that looks like. So let me get on the rear. So if we look at that, that's the original floor. That's what I've just taken off it. So I have to peel all that back, take the original floor out. Look at all that rot there. So I've got to get that little corner off this piece here, take that off, and get all that out. Can you see where it's all rotting? So that all needs doing. It's not a problem. I'd rather get it all out than leave it in. So I just thought I'd tell you where I were. That's all fur tan up there. So I want to clean all that off and get some primer on it. So that's where I am. I think once I get this out, once I get all that out, I can concentrate on that. I've never done that before, so I'm going to try and separate that from that. If I have to put a new one of those in, I'll have to do it, but I'm not sure whether that goes under there. I'm not sure. I've never done one of these before. So I'm hoping that when I take that off, see if you look down there, it's all rotting. I may be able to make a piece up on that, I don't know. I don't know why it's so bent in. I got a clue. So I'll have to see if that's just that sealer or weld, I don't know. We'll soon find out. I'm concentrating on this first, and when I've done that, then I'll have to have a look at that. Progress. Let's cut all that out. It's just rotten. Not sure what to do about this quarter panel yet. I'm just going to put some fur tan on it. It's quite rusty. Not sure what to do with it yet. I haven't got the strip and clean wheel on it yet to give it a good clean out, but I'm just going to put some fur tan on it because it's the end of the day. There's some well through primer up there, and there. Still got also the original sill. So the sill that sits on there, the original one was still on, as well as the new sill. So I'm glad I've got all that out. It's a bit, I could probably just weld those little holes up. So I haven't cut that off. I don't know whether to take that out, you know, take that out. I'm not sure yet. Just got some fur tan up there, but I'm not sure whether I want to take that out. This is what I'm thinking. I haven't made my decision yet, so I'll go that way. So I might just cut that out and then just put that on. So I've got all my bits here, so everything's here now. So I've got the closing panel. I've got the quarters, I've had these quarters for a bit. I've got that little inner bit that goes like that. I've got this panel here, goes on there. I've now got this, which is that thing. It's just got a little lip to do on, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. And then obviously I've got the heel board there, which I've had for a long time. I'll just throw everything up floor. And also I've done inside there, and I've just fur tanned everything, and I forgot to fur tan in there, so I better get that done. That was simple enough. So it's obviously all the clutch and whatever, all that, you know, has been spilt and probably leaked from the other side, because the other side's pretty much like that. But I thought I'd give it a bit of a wire wheeling and get some fur tan on it. So that's what I've done anyway. So hopefully that'll, it's rock hard, is that metal, so it's not rusting through or anything. The other side's lovely and clean. I've done this as well, and that is really rusty. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might have to buy a panel, because there's all that as well. There's that. It's pretty rusty. There's all that. It might be worthwhile just doing the whole lot. Getting the whole lot off. We shall see. Anyway, back here we're ready to try and fit this floor. I'm sure I can get the floor in without worrying about that. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't have any metal like that. I've pretty much got everything I need. I've got door skins, I've got a new bonnet, I've got a new scuttle, I've got new wings, I've got new air panels, I've got new door skins. I've got the floor, I've got all that. So I've pretty much got every panel, but obviously I've not got that. And then I'm worrying about the other side as well now, because that's pretty rusty. Anyway, I'll just get on with this floor first. I'm not going to bother doing that panel, because that thing has just gone right through there. I'm not going to have my torch on. So that thing's gone right through there. Pretty rusty. That's what I'm doing. I'm just marking off where the floor is going to go. I've got my new companion here. Obviously Velma is the name of the car. Velma's the name of the character. That does not look bad for a first time fit. So like I did last time, I'm just going to cut along there, like I did last time. That's not bad, that. I really like that. Because obviously I've got this to put in first, so the floor is going to have to come out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the floor to fully fit, and then I'm gonna screw it all in and cut it, and then get it fully fit. I'm not doing anything with that because that there, I've bought a, what do you call it? I've bought all that front end for both sides because they're knackered, and I'm no good at fabricating stuff like that. And obviously here, I want to cut it all out. So when I get the panel, I'm gonna cut it right out and find the end of here, and then make this piece, find that piece better, and at least when all this is out I can make a piece for that'll fit better. So that's my idea for that bit, because otherwise I have to get to the back of there to get that proper. So if you look down there, it's fully gone. So I've got to build all that up. I don't think I'm good enough to do any of that. So just like that, I've just cut it all out and put a new piece in. I'm really pleased with that floor. That floor has been sat in my house for about 12 months. From when I did the last floor. When I did the last floor, last year sometime, I can't even remember when it was done. I'd have to look back at videos, but one piece of metal in. Really pleased with that. I've just got to get my camera to see how it fits underneath. How this fits against it. It looks a bit like you haven't got any clamps there. That's why it looks a bit wobbly. So the floor don't fit right well there, but what I did last time, I just cut it off there. You can see where I cut it off. So I'm just going to cut that off there and not use that bit. It fits okay there. Don't fit okay there, but it was same on the other one. It was same on the other one. So obviously line cut through there. There, I just need to trim that off a little bit. I've still got that piece to put on. And that bit there just looks like it's absolutely butchered because of what I've had to do to get all that out of there. But obviously I've got a little bit of a new floor there. Sorry, new bin should I say. So, and I just need to tap that up because when I was taking one at spot welds off, I damaged the sill a little bit. So I need to tap that sill up. Hopefully when the door goes back on that it'll be okay. I've got the doors to, as soon as I finish this floor I can turn it over and get the doors back on. So for this part of the video I'm finished now. I'm not doing any more today because I want to start cutting all that and getting that ready to go in there. But I'm really pleased with that, looks okay. A nice new floor section. And obviously, like I said at the beginning of this part of the video, I've got my new mascot. Side of it. We're on the driver's side. So what I'm going to do, because of all this here, I'm going to have to cut this out and replace it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with that there. I might have to cut that out and put a piece in, so it's sticking out in the air a little bit. If you look there, there's like a little bubble there. So and obviously there's a hole there, and there's a hole there. So there are a few things that are different on it. There are those holes, that hole, and that hole. I don't know what they're for, but so all I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut down here just to get it off. I need to cut further back on that. I'm probably going to have to come to about here, along here. If I cut down there and then just come along here and down there, something like that. It's just so that I can get to this plate behind, because it's totally gone there, right in that corner there. I've seen other people do it and theirs doesn't look as bad as that. And I bought that piece there because of all this damage. Some things I'm going to have to do to it is I've got the tabs here, so the tabs are on it. That bonnet stays on it, but that's not on it, so I'm going to have to take that off. And I've just noticed there's a welded bolt in there, but I don't think I need to put a welded bolt in, do I? I can just put a nut on a bolt, should I say. I can just put a nut on a bolt, whatever's hanging there, whatever's hanging in that there. And I've got one for that side as well. Which is... So in this video, I'm gonna cut that off. And I'm gonna cut that bin off in here. So I'm gonna take this floor back out and do that. Once I've got that in, I'll try and fit that bucket inside here. And then obviously I've got to cut along there, and that floor's pretty much ready to go in. Just a bit of painting inside there. All I'm going to use is hammerite, black hammerite, like I did on the other side. It's a bit bent, that, isn't it? It's probably because it's been lead in the box for over a year. Might have to. That's alright. I have to just push it that way a bit. That might be better. That's better. I've just pushed it that way a bit. It wasn't sat in properly. Alright, it's going to be time lapse from now on for a bit. Well enough. All I'm going to do is cut along there and then just cut that out. Cut that piece of metal out, and we'll put a new piece in. I think there's welds there, so I feel a lot better cutting that out, and I can see what's behind here. So it looks a bit better than what it were. At least I've got away from that. I'm going to have to just get that out there. I'll leave that piece in. Just tidy that up a little bit. Maybe weld up there. I can weld from that side. We'll see. And that'll give me a chance to clean all that up. I've got some wire wheels coming this week. That doesn't look that bad, does it? Just a massive hole. So I'm going to have to take the whole piece out, because that I can feel all that. I'm just going to cut across there a little bit. I don't really want to put a new cross member in, do I? What I've decided as well is obviously I'm going to come down here along there, down the centre of there. I'm not getting rid of that, because if my thing comes to about here, so I'm going to put a piece in here and then I'm going to come along there, so I don't want to get rid of that. I don't even know what... Oh, it's on the inside anyway, isn't it? But my piece comes here, you can see where I've marked it a little there, and I don't want to be banging all that out, so I've decided to come along there because there's nothing there. That's nice and clean. That there's the e-coating like I've seen everywhere else, like inside that floor. That's what I'm going to do. So, obviously I've got to put a piece in there first and then put the inner wing back on. I've just got loads of Furtan in there and as much bare metal as possible. I know it's on a little bit of the paint, but I'm not bothered about that. Main thing is getting it all over that rust. That looks alright, doesn't it? I've already got some Furtan right down in that bottom coat, that in right there. Yeah, I've already got some Furtan on there. I just haven't wire wheeled it off. But this stuff, it can stay on for absolutely ages. So I'm good with it there. And then I've just got... Oh, I can't see anything, can we? So I just put it all in there as well. I've saved, if I just put that torch there, I've saved that. That obviously goes like that. I'm just going to clean it up. I may need to get a new one, but the bottom one's not damaged, so I'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to say it's perfectly straight, but I'm just going to try and follow that line all the way down. I've screwed it in there. I've got it clamped up all along here. I've still got a couple of bits to sort out on here first. And obviously I've got a couple of screws there. That's just pushed that floor down because it won't fit in there properly. So once I've cut across there, I'll bring that floor back up. You've just seen me paint inside there. It's nice and clean in there now, isn't it? I've also painted in there. It's got a bit of the sealer to get off there, so that's where the inside of the